what I love at the Frog is when it's been amazing all night and I walk out with a Scouse accent because it's in Manchester and someone goes, "The fucking Scouse prick," because I've got a bit I open with about shut the fuck up, let's go. And the second I do it, you feel the whole room, including the heckler, go, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
and it's the best. Trial by fire. It's the best thing that can happen to me in Manchester. I remember, just to bring this up again, because it's been a few months and I haven't mentioned it, when I opened for Bill Burr in Manchester and I'm backstage and he went, "You all right?" And I went, "Yeah, I just know I'm going to get heckled the second I walk out." And he shit himself. He went, "What do you mean?" I went, "Well, I'm from Liverpool and there's a big rivalry between the two cities." I was like, "It's like Boston and New York. But like we're closer and it's more visceral and there's a long-standing hatred because we used to take their work." And he was like, "Is everything going to be okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll just do this bit and it'll turn around." I went, "But I'll walk out with a Scouse accent and go, bleh, and someone will heckle." so I walked out.
Great opening line.
Earlier that day, Man City had won a game and it put them top of the league, but we had a game in hand and we were only 2 points behind.
Yeah.
So I walked out and went, "What's happening, Manchester? My name's Adam. I'm from Liverpool." And someone shouted, "We're top of the league, you Scouse prick!" Right? And Bears had the fucker in the wings. And he's like, "Oh." And I did me bit and it just ripped it. And it turned we were in the Apollo, the O2 Apollo in Manchester. And it just made 3,500 people go. Because opening for a big American act, as fun as it is, and to get that picture with your fucking hero is amazing. It really is. But opening for someone when you're not listed, it's not Bill Burr plus support on the ticket. It's Bill. So
it's a slog, isn't it?
I've mentioned this before, but we've got a lot of people new to this podcast. The way I was introduced was fucking brilliant. Kenny, Club Soda Kenny, who's a bit of an American comedy legend. He worked with Dice Clay. He's Bill Burr's tour manager. And he's so fucking cool. He's a former cop. He's so imposing. He's massive. He did the announcements over the mic for when I did Glasgow and when I did Manchester. He didn't do it in London because in London it was for the special. So they wanted a woman to do the voiceover. They got this woman with a really sultry voice. Do you remember her? Yeah. "Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Burr." But when Kenny introduced me, they didn't know there was a support act, and this is how he did it. I think I've told you this before. He goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the O2 Apollo here in Manchester, where tonight we present live in concert Bill Burr." And they'd go mental. And then he'd go, "But first." And then I walk out in Manchester with a Scouse accent. And then I'll go, "Who the fuck's this fat cunt?" And then I go, "What's happening?" And they go, "Oh no."
Which is basically the equivalent of going, "Ladies and gents, the comedian you most want to fucking see in your whole life." But before that, some Scouse prick you definitely won't like for the first 60 seconds. Amazing.
But that heckle, we're top of the league, you Scouse prick. And that given me the in to do my sort of turn the Manchester gig around bit.
Yeah, it's happened naturally.
Yeah.
If at that point some bellend came in with 2 pints. Can I have them? Hey, I've got your mum on fucking speed dial, lad.
Do you know what's really funny as well? I've got such a clear memory of this. So when Bill finished his set, he asked me, apart from in London, to come on after him and bring him off. That's quite a common thing in America, apparently. So the headliner goes off and you walk back on like a compere would and go, "Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for..."
So, before you tell this story, Chris Cairns did one of the Liverpool dates he did. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know at this point that Bill Burr had asked the guy to bring him off.
And the same thing.
His name, Chris Cairns' name, was dirt for about a week on WhatsApp groups. Everyone was like, "Have you heard? Fucking Chris Cairns went on like it was fucking Slaughterhouse and compared Bill Burr off." And then the rumours started going around. "I think he did some bits. Have you heard that he's done bits? I've heard he did about 20 minutes and it's all bullshit." And then it came out that actually that's what Bill Burr had asked for. And everyone was like, "Oh yeah, no, Chris is sound. He's a good lad. He's a good lad."
I was at the Liverpool date because before I only got asked to do those support slots about 4 days before they happened, right? I was meant to be gigging in Dublin that week and I had to cancel the Dublin gigs to do those things.
Hello Dublin. Go fuck yourself.
Shout out to Holly at the Laughter Lounge because she was so fucking sound about that. because it was the second. I'd had to pull Ireland the year before for something else. And then when that came in, I was like, Holly, you're going to hate me. I know it's 4 days to go, but... And she was like, don't be fucking stupid. What an opportunity. Go and do it. But I went...
That's a sound promoter, that, isn't it?
Holly's fucking amazing. I can't wait to go back over there. So, because Bill Burr was coming to the UK and he was coming to Liverpool, I had tickets. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I bought me dad a ticket for Christmas. So I got 2 tickets and we were going. And when I got those support dates, I was still like... I'm not just going to not go just because I'm opening for him this week.
It's actually more fun going as a punter. Like, you'll be like, well, you could just watch them as a comic. Mate, you're just supporting Bill Burr. You're supporting anyone. You're not watching it as a punter.
No.
You know, like, it's better to go and just enjoy it.
So I went and watched it. And then when Chris come back on at the end, I was in my WhatsApp groups. Like, we won't go into it too much, but I've had beef with Laughter House in the past. Me and Chris and the other people at Laughter House, we don't get on. And it's no real hard feelings anymore, but there's a bit of a history of whatever.
Clubs winding each other up. But yeah. Chris Cairns is a sound guy. You know, I've known Chris for years.
So,
however,
I seen that happen and I was like, fucking Chris, come back on. What? Was this meant to be like a Laughter House night or something? Because it was Laughter House presents Bill Burr at the thing. That's why he was opening. And then I get to Glasgow to do my first night. Like, so at the end, just make sure you come on after bed and, you know, bring him off. And I was like,
oh, just before I do, I'm just going to have to go in a few WhatsApp groups and be like, yeah, Chris, yeah, okay, yeah, it's fine.
But I've got such a clear memory of in Manchester, I walked back on and someone I've got a photo of this because someone took it and sent me it, of me going, ladies and gentlemen, Bill Burr, as he's walking off. And he got a standing ovation. But the tallest guy in, like, you know, like the first few rows, Rob Mulholland, our mate, who will be on here in a couple of weeks, he's booked in. I'm going, ladies and gentlemen, Bill, and everyone's, but Rob Mulholland's like fucking 7'3". So it like a giant in a land full of midgets. He's just there and he's looking at me like, well in, lads! I could see it clear as day with his fucking hat and his glasses. He's like, lads! And he wasn't even clapping. Everyone else was clapping. He's like, Adam, lads! Fucking sick, lads!
Like fucking Where's Wally? At your biggest ever support gig so far, you've just got your big lanky comedian mate going, hey, go, hey, really? Oh, mate, I love it when you get laid. You're fucking great fun the next day. What do you do? Made the noise. That's it. What did I do? Soup. I'm such a granddad wearing me gillet.
So just to wrap up, you don't think I need to go and see a doctor about my dick?
Do you want me to have a look?